Okay, so it's only after dawning on me that I actually haven't shared like a proper story with you guys in years. Well, realistically it's only been a couple of months, but sure, who would I be if I didn't exaggerate just a little bit, right? So yeah, for those of you who've been with me from the very beginning of my YouTube journey, you would know that in my first ever YouTube video, I shared a story about my most embarrassing first date moment. If you haven't seen it yet, then I would advise you to go have a look now. I'll leave a link down below for you, and you can go off and judge me as much as you like, because to be honest, I quite deserve it, like, I honestly do. But today's story is not as embarrassing. It's definitely a bit awkward and there's a lot of confusion there, but I don't think it's as humiliating. Well, that's me. You can judge all you like and you can decide for yourself. Before I start, I'll do a little disclaimer, because I genuinely feel like there's people out there who have made it their life goal to just take everything and anything to offense. So yeah, this is for the overly sensitive people of the world. Here's a 5-word disclaimer. My friends are not racist. Well, at least not openly anyways. I'll get killed for that now. Oh my god. Okay, so this story is about my American. That's such a bad nickname. I usually give such really good nicknames, so I feel like he didn't actually have a nickname. So for this story, I'll just call him my American. So yeah, the story is about my American. So a few years ago, myself and a few of the girls were out at our favourite bar. This is like the only place you'd ever find us, like if we were going out for food, drinks, a little bit of a dance. This is literally the only place, because this was the spot for us. So we were out there anyways, and on this particular night, we ended up meeting a group of lads. And you know the way like you're interacting with a group of people from afar, and like there's a bit of crack, and like either you go over to them or they go over to you, whatever it is. In this case anyways, they came over to us and they sat in with us in our little booth. We all kind of got talking to each other, and there was a bit of musical chairs going on, because I think we were outnumbered, or they were outnumbered, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so there was one person I didn't speak to, but I didn't mind, because like he was kind of looking at me really strangely, and I, obviously me being the weirdo that I am, the first thing I thought was like, he's racist, he's repulsed by me. He cannot stand beside me, and that's why he's giving me the evils. Like, I genuinely am such a weirdo. So I was like, I'm not missing anything there. I don't mind not talking to him. So yeah, the end of the night anyways, everyone kind of just went their separate ways. Fast forward a few weeks, or a month and a half I think it was, I'm not sure exactly what it was, but fast forward a month and a half, we'll say, later, and myself and the same group of girls, bar one, end up going to the same place, and you never guess who we end up bumping into. Yes, the same group of lads we met the last time. So we all said hello anyways, and again they ended up sitting with us and we all got talking. And this time around I actually did get speaking to the guy who I thought was initially repulsed by me, and much to my surprise we got on very, very well. I couldn't believe it. Like, he was just telling me about like LA, because he was from LA, and you know, he was only planning on being in Ireland for 2 years, and he was planning on going back home to America, and like he was an engineer, so he was only in Ireland for work purposes, and like he was really smart and funny, and we got on really well, and we ended up like exchanging numbers and kissing, and like it was fun. It was a good, he was nice. And yeah, again, same as last night, the night we first met, everyone kind of just went their separate ways or whatever. We were still texting, whatever. And I told the girls, my friends from home, my friends from Drogheda, I told them, I was like, oh, I met like, you know, an American, all excited. I wouldn't mind, but Americans are exactly the most exotic species out there, but I was just excited. I'm like a little schoolgirl. I was like, ah, I kissed an American. So yeah, I called over to them anyways, and I was just giving them all the gossip and whatever else, and they were like, I want to see what he looks like show me what your American looks like. And I was like, I'll show you what my American looks like. So I whipped out my phone, went into my WhatsApp, clicked into our conversation, clicked into his profile picture, and I showed them a picture of a man who resembled this. My American indeed. So you can only imagine their shock and disappointment when they realised that my American resembled Jackie Chan. So they literally bursted into tears of laughter, and they were like, Fifi, looking at me like there was something wrong with. They're like, Fifi, he is Asian. And I was looking at them, I was like, actually, he is American. And they literally were looking at me like I had 5 heads. I was looking at them like they forgot to go to Specsavers. And it was all just very confusing. Like, I was adamant. I was like, what are you on about, girls? He's clearly American, can't you see? So, yeah, it was very, very funny and confusing. But like, looking back now, I can kind of see why where the confusion lay. Like, because I was obviously showing them a picture of him, so they were only presented with a photo of him, so they can only judge his nationality based on what he looked like racially. Whereas with me, in my case, I actually got talking to him. Like, I actually knew what he sounded like. I actually knew his background, well, as much as he told me. So I knew that when he said, I'm going back home, he meant LA, he meant America, because that's where he was brought up and that's all he knew, essentially. So who am I to say any different? Like, if he identifies with Americans, if he identifies himself as being American, who am I to object to that? So yeah, I was obviously looking at it from a nationality point of view, whereas the girls were looking at it from a race point of view. We were both obviously right, but we're kind of looking at it in a different way. But there are people out there though, the reason why I bring this up is that there are people out there who think that someone's race is directly correlated with their nationality. They think that if I am like black, obviously, clearly, that because I'm black, I cannot be Irish at the same time. Like, your race is not synonymous with your nationality. Like, you're born into your race. You can't change that. I can't change the fact that I'm black, but I can have a little bit more control over my nationality, because that, to me, that comes down to your surroundings, the culture that you were brought up in, the people that you identify with the most, and that kind of thing. So yeah, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but in my last video I kind of spoke about like different types of racist trolls that black people in Ireland encounter, because someone left a nice message in one of my Instagram posts. Like, you can hear all about it in my last video. I'll leave a link down below. But in that video, actually, someone left a comment saying like, oh, you can either be black or Irish. Shoot, you can't be both. Like, pick one. So again, it's this whole thing that people think that your race is directly correlated with your nationality, and you can't actually choose what nationality you identify with the most. So yeah, I'd like to know what your feedback is on this. I came up with a quote to put it very simply. Why didn't I say it? Let me think of it. What was it again? Yeah. So yeah, your race is something that you're born with, whereas your nationality is something that you grow into. Yeah. I'm actually quite proud of that. That's the most philosophical thing you'll ever hear me say, or I'll ever come up with. Like, seriously, I'm such a weirdo. But yeah, I'd love to know your feedback and your thoughts. So definitely leave a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. I'm back to my normal schedule of posting every weekend. I was away there for a while, so my routine was literally all over the shop. But I'm back to normal now, so you shall be seeing me every weekend. And yeah, leave a comment down below, share, like, and all the rest, and I shall see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.